Hello. Oh, welcome to the stream, Pumpkin. Welcome. How's my day is going alright, thank you. Let me get up. We'll translate. We can actually, hello. Stream. Hello. Welcome, welcome. How are you both doing? I hope it's a good Monday so far. Says that and immediately he's like, wait, is it Monday everywhere in the world right now? Don't know. Good. Glad to hear that. Nice. Okay. So you might have seen the title. Oh yeah, but YouTube still has that glitch where if you put an emoji after a message, I'm not sure if it's like the entire message, but if you put a YouTube emoji, then sometimes YouTube will just delete the message. It's weird. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it does that. It is a general everywhere over YouTube thing. But yeah, so you might have seen the title of the stream. I want to continue on. Oh, I'll have to make the canvas bigger for this. It's very self-indulgent. I hope that's okay for today. I was sitting like all night yesterday, just drawing outfits I want to wear. I was sewing like the whole weekend, and I was working on 2 different cosplays, and I was thinking about it, and I'm like, because I got up a cosplay that I picked it up out of a box, and I started that cosplay 6 years ago, and I have not worked on it since. And I was just thinking about it being like, I am not enjoying working on this cosplay, why? And then I was like, I realized, because it's modern. It's too modern, it's too normal. So then I just started thinking about like, okay, what do I actually want to sew? And this is the conclusion I came to. So yeah, I want to draw cool things that I maybe can sew someday. Very self-indulgent, but this is what I feel like doing today, so I hope it's okay with I hope it's okay. Microphone my message got deleted when you joke this. Yeah, but I still feel like I know it's not my fault, but just like I don't know. I'm the streamer. I should know YouTube things. Even if it's a YouTube problem, still it's like general upset. Like, no, we want messages, please. We want messages to be sent with emojis. And YouTube is like, no, no emojis. But yeah, so we're just gonna design fantasy outfits today, I guess. I was watching, I don't actually know what their username was. They went by Kira, and they were doing like Doodles, and they actually made videos about when they had design sessions where people would suggest ideas, and then they would actually sew those outfits, and it was so cool. And they did a bunch of like cottagecore and fairycore outfits and dresses inspired by moths and mushrooms. It was beautiful. I love them very much. Designs. I need to, like, I don't know. I only found that YouTuber yesterday, so I don't know them very well, but I love their designs. On Saturday I tried to start animating with Studio Paint. Halfway through the tutorial, my brain overloaded. Aw. Hear that. Just take things one step at a time, you'll get there. It is a lot. If you're trying to learn everything about the animation process in the Studio Paint in one day, that is going to be a lot of information, so I totally get it. Just give yourself time. Take it in small chunks. I think I need to start cleaning this up. This is very messy. Hello, mean boy. Come to the stream. Immediately gambles for cookies. For 4,000 cookies. Wow. Okay. Hello, Streamlabs. You awake? Been a long time. Oh. Okay. There it is. You know how some websites have like, they log you out after a certain time? It had been too long since I logged into Streamlabs, so the Cloudbot had turned itself off. Bots did wake up. Yeah, I turned it back on. So it should be awake in a moment, hopefully. How are you doing, Meme? I want to use a fork as a spoon. Anyway, hello folks. Hello Theo. What mistake. Welcome. How are you both doing? How about you? I'm doing alright, thank you. I've been reminiscing a lot. A lot. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Self-portrait? Yeah, pretty much. I just want to draw cute outfits that I want to sew someday. Like I want to wear this. So I just want to draw cool things that I can maybe have the sewing skills to make someday. That cookie gotcha. I just like designing clothing, and that was a lot of fun. I wish I had the patience and the sewing skills to make more of my designs, but I just end up drawing a lot of like fantasy-esque clothing. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good Monday so far and had a good weekend. Guess I'll do my habits for exams next tomorrow. Start. Something to look forward to, right? Though. Just gotta finish the exam things, and then you can be like, yay! Full 100% focus on all the creative things. I was supposed to have finished an animation by this point. Like, it was actually quite a while ago it was supposed to be done. But, you know when you just work on a project for way too long? And even though it's a project that you decided to do yourself, it's just like, taking too long. Kind of come to that with that project, but I gotta finish it because there's a bunch of other things that I can't do until that animation's done. There goes the Streamlabs spot. Good morning. Good morning, Streamlabs spot. I know they call it Cloudbot, actually in, like, on the Streamlabs website. But it's still a Streamlabs spot in chat. It's like, what's that? Kind of unrelated, but I've just been thinking about it. Like, can we just normalize wearing like D&D-esque fantasy things, like just casually daily? I will do it regardless, but like, if people consider it normal, then I don't have to feel as awkward as I do. Yes, I'll lose my too much, you know. Oh, you want 100 cookies? Nice. Oh. That's good. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it so far. I am, like, I have nothing planned out. I'm literally just like, okay, what would look cool? What's the vibe? This is the vibe, apparently. Question: is your wings connected to the your bottom back like tails? They're no, they're connected to like my shoulder blades, but they kind of go downwards a bit. Like, see, this is my back, and that's the shoulder blade. They okay, this is now a sideways perspective because that's easier to draw. They kind of go, they start like under my shoulder blades, and go downwards a bit like this. And they're really like thin at the base here, kind of. Sort of like that. I do get why you'd think that though, because of that they end up like you can only see them off the side, kind of lower down because of this. So yeah, thank you for asking though. I appreciate that you thought to ask. I think I'm gonna do only, well, this one's excused. This one's excused from wings, but this one is not. I was thinking about that while I was drawing this, like after I finished drawing this first one, because I drew the first one yesterday, just before I went to bed. And I was thinking about it, like the only difference in when I draw self-portraits or anything like that's supposed to represent me, the only way that you can tell the difference from when it's supposed to look like my avatar versus when it's supposed to look like actually me, the only difference is the hair texture. I've noticed. Like everything else I just draw myself the same. Like the hair texture and the wings, pretty much. Oh, hello, Jericho. Welcome to the stream. Oh, nice. Nice, Candy. 100 more cookies. Actually, this looks like too fancy to have little cartoony wings. Oh, yeah, there you go. It's the points instead of any. Let's see. Everyone's just gambling all the cookies right now. Actually, I want to... I think I want things go out under the cape, so on the outside. It's also way more convenient for flying. Yeah, the pretty gotcha's getting all the business today. Wow. Grabbed it. That was a good time. Pretty Gimp. Cookie economy's going crazy. I really need to add those cookie jars to the so what scene would we have them on? I guess the starting soon screen probably should have those, as well as the BRB screen. Gotta add your magical cookie jars. Everybody gets a magical infinite cookie jar to store their cookies. Never anything. Oh. Yeah, it's very randomized. I am curious how they, if there's any pattern though to how they run those like randomized cookies. Cause Meme was on a streak over the past couple weeks. Not sure how that streak's doing right now, but yeah. Okay, 1,000 is a good number. It's time to stop. Yeah, sounds like a plane. I don't know why, but I just heard that meme in my head, like, it's time to stop! I think it was some YouTuber I watched yesterday had that in their video or something. too. I wanted to add nail polish, but the nail was like, no, we're doing stiletto nails now. No thanks. That's a bit much. Am I the only one that thinks that? Like, because I know, like those fancy pedicure nails that are really long are really popular. But like, it just my opinion, like, it just, like, it gets to be too much at some point. Oh, Mystic Kids Crack 2000 cookie. Dude, wow. Do you mind if I take a screenshot of your sketch? As long as you don't, like, as long as it's just for you to save and you don't like post it anywhere or stuff. Yeah, sure. Let me actually write a thing. Hold up. I have a thing for this specific situation exactly. Perfect. And I'm too, like, takes too long to write my stuff. I'm just gonna plop it down there. It's there now. But yeah, feel free. Yeah, that was really lucky. Nice. Neat. I think I wanted to change the layout of these actually. So like created for this. Hydrate and have a good stretch. Okay, let's have a good stretch. I don't have any water with me, sadly. I've been forgetting to refill my water recently a lot. I don't know why. It's just I just forget to. Okay, let's change the canvas size of this. Let's make it square for now. And move these around a bit. So that we can have more space. I tried to draw feet for this sketch too, but it did not go well. I thought about designing shoes for it, but like the pose was too difficult. I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't need shoes for that one. I do want to finish this one though. It's something I feel like I need to improve. I need to improve my shoe game. by the way, just sorry, just thinking to myself a lot. Thank you for actually asking permission, Kenty. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that don't, so thank you. I don't know why, I was just like this specific thing right here, like that, this part, it just made me think of corner protectors on like old books. They're usually made out of metal, and that made me think like what if you had book corner protections on shoes? Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Because they're usually like there's so many pretty ones out there. I think that would be cool. Maybe difficult to do, but I bet it would look pretty. Just trying to think of like what to talk about. Like what have I been watching? I've been sewing all weekend. I can actually show you a sketch of what I plan on doing. That yeah, hold up. Oh, I just realized I misspelled the the name of the save file. Oh well. But yeah, I was working on this cosplay. Like, you know, I'm working on the jacket right now, and it's a challenge, but I am looking forward to when it's done. Working on this all weekend. I haven't gotten that far, but like, I don't know. I've been waiting to finish that cosplay since 2019. So I hope it turns out alright. I think I'm gonna move on to the next sketch. We got a very floofy dress, we got a long whooshy dress. I kinda wanna try drawing like what would be the proper word for this? like some kind of jacket uniform thingy? I don't know. Sorry if it's boring, by the way. This is what I like to do. I did have a really good time drawing like nighttime routines for well, that's what I called it. I posted on Twitter. like just colored doodles of Mondstadt, like Genshin Mondstadt characters, just nighttime routines. Going to bed like Albedo's reading a story to Klee, and Fischl taking her pigtails down, and Sucrose like polishing her glasses before she goes to bed. I had a really good time with that one. I like every time I go on Twitter, I just get bombarded with people doing those kinds of doodles for like specifically Albedo, because I follow someone who is a hardcore Albedo stan, and they like retweet a bunch of Albedo doodles all the time. And I saw a bunch of Albedo doodles just randomly like that. I think one of them was him hanging upside down for some reason. I don't know. I don't remember the context. I don't think there was any. But I saw that and was like, I want to do random Genshin doodles. That looks like fun. So I did, and that's what we ended up with, nighttime routines, because I was very tired. I was like, I want to listen to Albedo reading fairy tales. That sounds relaxing. That sounds like something you could go to sleep to. You just lay down while they're reading fairy tales. I don't know. It's easier to fall asleep, at least for me, when there's someone talking. That reminds me of another silly thing. Does anyone fall asleep to the security breach playthroughs? Cause I do. It's like, it's weird. I am fully aware that it's very strange. But like, Markiplier's security breach playthrough, as well as Astral Spiff's like challenge runs. Like, I know it's a horror game, and he's just like randomly talking over everything. But it's so good to fall asleep to. I don't understand. I don't think it's like that for the other games, though. And again, I guess I haven't tried it. The reason I found out, actually, I was just laying down watching Markiplier's playthrough, and I was really tired. Like, it was midday. I never take naps. I used to never take naps. But then I was just laying down watching his playthrough, and I fell asleep, like, during the sun and moon section, during the moon, like, I don't know, what would you call it, like, hide and seek sequence, kind of. And I actually fell asleep to that, and I woke up just as he was leaving the daycare, and I was like, why was that such a good nap? And it kept happening, like, other days too, and then I was like, I think just for some reason I don't know, I wonder if anyone else has had that, because it's like, it's such a not what you expect response. Like, opens up a horror game playthrough of like literally being chased through a daycare by a gigantic robot with someone getting jump scared over it, or just talking while running away. And it's like, yep, that's good to fall asleep to. I don't understand my brain sometimes. elf ears? Yeah. Ears are here. Indeed. They might be a bit big, actually, on this. Hold up. Just a little bit. There you go. By the way, anyone playing Honkai Star Rail right now? Who are you planning on pulling for? Because I know the update comes out soon. I'm not sure which day exactly, but I'm curious who people are planning to pull for. I'm planning to pull for Locha, personally, because I don't have an imaginary character, and I feel like I really need an imaginary character, and I'm not counting on Welt ever coming home, so I don't know, maybe make your time to sleep now. Yeah, I mean, Moon is talking constantly about like how it's past your bedtime. I've never worn anything like fancy suit-esque like this. But I'm like, I kind of want to try something. That'd be cool. Although finding something like this is so rare, I'd for definitely to have to make it myself if I wanted to wear something like this. This is giving me Ayato vibes for some reason. I was thinking about what I want to do for the sleeves, and my brain went Ayato. Like, those kind of sleeves just, like, I want some really, really swooshy sleeves. Sorry, I'm talking like Hinata. I do that sometimes. Like, anyone who's seen Haikyuu, you know what I mean. Just Hinata talks in sound effects. I do that sometimes too. It happens. It's okay. Like, sometimes I've caught myself talking like that too. Back when I was in school, like to teachers that I felt comfortable talking to, and sometimes they would be like, oh, okay, because they got what I mean, and other times they'd be like, what are you talking about? Okay, we're just gonna go like full venti mode with the collar, because why not? actually probably be bleeded. It's not proportionately accurate. Oh, has anyone heard the I'm Jealous Genshin fan musical animation? But I listened to that this morning and now it's just stuck in my head. It's great. I really want to see more of those. It's just so good. The Genshin musical? Well, it's a fan-made animation, but like, it's structured like a musical. So like, it's a song mixed in with talking that tells the story through the song. Basically, it's so good. And it was I'm not sure who did the music for it actually, but the artist who did the animation is someone I really look up to. They do amazing, like, and adorable Genshin comics, and apparently animation too. I found out recently. It's so good. What is it? It's basically like gosh, no Kabe. It's basically all about Saino and Tainari trying to get Kabe to see his jealousy in a more healthy way. Overall hate them, to be specific, but it's so good. You know the short video with back to characters where you play Uno? I don't... Maybe? Is it on YouTube? It sounds kind of familiar, but I'm not entirely sure. Genshin Uno. If it's the one by Kiwi Q, I have seen that one. It's amazing. Oh, if you meant the one with the voice actors actually playing Uno, though, then no, I haven't seen that one. Ornamo playing Uno, Dea and Sino plays Uno. There's so many Genshin Uno videos. Wow. I mean, it makes sense now after the TCG's out. Yeah. I've seen the one by QQ. Sounds really good. I haven't seen any of the other ones, but I definitely want to watch them. There's some MMD animation, there's some 2D animatics. This one. Oh, it's an edit. Okay. Yeah, and then there's the voice actors actually playing Uno. I mean, that's really good. I'll have to watch that. This chin is non-existent. Wow. Yeah, I just got that song stuck in my head. What were actual lyrics? There's one part of the lyrics I'm blanking on, otherwise I would, I don't know. Also just Nari monologuing at the beginning, like analyzing, like Kave is like, am I sick? What's wrong with me? And Nari is like, ah yes, very tired, nausea, I don't know, thinking too much, like, ah yes, you're jealous. He says it better, but it's basically the summary. It's so good. I found out after I saw it that it was on Hoyo Fair, which I didn't watch this year, so... I never get the memo about Hoyo Fair on time. Like, I find out about it way too late, and then sometimes it's not at a time where I can actually sit down and watch it. And sometimes it's... I don't know. So then I find the video afterwards, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch the VOD afterwards. But then the VOD is like 2 to 3 hours. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to... It takes energy to consume content. Like, everything I have seen from Hoyo Fair has been so good, though, the other years. I love the Wonderland AU. Is that still going on? I kind of hope that's still going on, because it was so cool. I follow, is it Grinch Studios, I think, that do those? Like felt stop motion animation. So good. I did see someone do a different spin on it recently, though. I believe this was also KiwiQ, who did, like, it was a very short fan animatic, but they made Mika Alice, and then who was the Cheshire Cat in the Grinch Studios one? I don't remember. But anyway, in because in the Grinch Studios one, Paimon's the rabbit, but in this one, Amber was the rabbit, and Kaya was the Cheshire Cat, which just fits him. I think, like, that aesthetic's on point. And then Albedo was the Hatter. That was epic. It was so cool, because then Sucrose and Klee were at the tea party, but dude, like, like, I don't know, what's the right word? Like secretive cryptic, that's the word. Secretive cryptic, I can't speak, sorry. Secretive cryptic albedo just has like this very specific vibe that I cannot put my finger on what the right word exactly for it is, but it's so good. Like, Albedo's just sitting at the table staring Mika down like, analyzing. It doesn't actually have any voice lines, so we don't know what they're talking about. But it looks so intimidating, and then Clee's just sitting next to him like, yay, cake! Oh, I love it. Sorry, I stopped drawing because I was ranting too much. But yeah, I love the fan animatic AUs, they're the best. Also, modern AU? The modern, like, idol slash band AU is so good too. Specifically the ones that were on Hoyo Fair. I'm not sure if it was last year or the year before, but the one with where Ayaka was singing, Venti and Shinyan on guitars and Changyin on drums. I just remember the music video for that. Like, I went to look for it after the live stream ended. I'm pretty sure I actually like recorded that part of the VOD because I couldn't find it posted on YouTube. It was later posted, so I deleted that file. But it was so good. I love it so much. I don't know that much about the what is it now? Like 6 Swirl, I think. Or they used to be 4Nemo, but they're not 4 anymore, so I'm not too read up on that AU because I'm not usually that much for modern AUs, but like the fan content is amazing. I don't know what to do with my hair for this one. Because I feel like this outfit requires it to be up somehow. But I'm not that good at, like I don't ever wear my hair up. So also it's kind of difficult to wear my hair up. Like, even if I were to roll it up, like, it's so long that it's heavy enough that it just falls down. Also, this is really improportionate, I'm realizing. There we go, that's better. Okay, we're just gonna... I'm doing this on a different layer so we can try out... Actually, I want this to be centered, I think. For some reason, this made me think of, like, that specific bun made me think of, you know those, like, I don't know if, they're probably not the most common anymore, but, like, hairnet pieces that are attached to, like, hair accessories. So, like, you'd have a net piece like this to cover your hair bun, and then attached to that would be like a gigantic bow or something. I'm pretty sure I actually have one of these from a relative. I forget who had it before me. It just made me think of that. I like that bow actually. It's nice. No, I think braids somehow is the vibe for this too. What if like what if like floofy braid in a ponytail? It is very much not my casual vibe, but I feel like this outfit isn't very casual to begin with, so. Sorry if it's not that interesting, by the way, to just watch me draw clothing. This is literally just what I do. I don't know. I love costume design, clothing design, and character design. I never finished the sleeves. Right. Kinda works. It's a little awkward though. I was gonna be like, maybe I could put it there, but then it just gives me like, it reminds me of Layla from Winx. If anyone knows the very specific outfit I'm talking about. That's something I should do someday. I'm gonna draw Winx fan art. Maybe simple braid is just the way to go. Maybe. It's not the most interesting, but it works. I should probably make a complete character sheet of my avatar at some point. I'm just thinking about the question of about my wings earlier. Like, probably a good thing to have a character sheet ready for stuff like that. Okay, I'm just gonna like mix Xingqiu and Ayato's sleeves together because that is the best sleeve I can possibly imagine. Like Ayato has the like the really long part of the, like you know when the sleeve goes like this, like how on kimonos and yukatas have long sleeves like that, and Xingqiu has like they're a little bit wide, but then they just have like really like they just have giant ruffles coming out of the sleeves, and it's amazing. I'm just gonna combine those two. I want all the ruffles and very, very long dramatic sleeves. I think designing alternate outfit for Genshin's characters could be fun too. Because I usually do that whenever I draw Fischl. Like I never stay like 100% on model when I draw her. I just kind of improvise like purple, black, gothic-esque style outfits. But also official Kinney here, so I might include like some parts about the outfits that I would want to wear. But that makes it easier to draw like alternate outfits for her, because I feel like we have similar styles in some ways. I don't know. More random rants. I guess that's kind of what we do here, though. Random ranting about stuff. You want to put like chains somewhere on this. I feel like it just fits the vibe, you know? I haven't really thought about colors on any of these either. So I just realized the skirt on this specifically looks a lot like my Aura Kingdom character. Yeah, well, alright. Oh man, I haven't been on Aura Kingdom in a while. Should probably log in to get my bonus stuff. I was trying to save up the loyalty points to get the outfits and accessories I wanted from the shop. But then I think they changed the values, like the the... Because the method I was relying on to farm loyalty points was the, like the daily boss thing in, is it the Star Sand Desert? Maybe? It's one of the early desert areas, and there's a daily boss that unlocks after level 50, that you can do once a day, and you get a little like mystery box that you can open, and depending on random chance you can get loyalty points or character XP. I think I actually got like a low level costume at one point, so, and then like level up materials, and it's entirely randomized, and it used to be so good. This was only like a month ago. It was so good. I could get like 500 loyalty points a day just by doing that. And I think they nerfed it. I think they like lowered the chance of getting loyalty points. I'm not sure if other people were using that system a lot too. But I would literally log on and do that daily boss and then log off because that was enough. But now, like, I think they took down the percentages on what you receive, because the rewards are like not nearly as good anymore. Now I get like if I get loyalty points from that mystery box at all, then that's lucky. So I think they changed it, and I'm kind of salty about it because it's not as easy to farm loyalty points anymore. What do you get? From the mystery box, or what with the loyalty points? Mystery box is like all that stuff I listed up. Points, XP, level up materials, and with the loyalty points I was gonna get accessories and clothing for my character. Like, they're purely cosmetic things. I wanted to get one of the other Eidolons as well. There was a free promotion thing when they transferred companies, so they transferred all the servers, which means you got a free Eidolon, and I think her name's Harmonia. I think I haven't like played her that much, but you got to choose a free Eidolon, and I chose her because I wanted someone with healing. And I realized even if I got one of the Eidolons from the shop, because I wanted to get one of the like really cool looking ones, which are all really expensive, and they're usually support or DPS characters. The higher up the list you go, and I'm like, I realized after I got Harmonia, like, hold up, I think that is her name. I have to look it up so I don't keep saying her name wrong. Is that her name? Yeah, I realized after I got her that I'd been using Shirayuki for so long that I rely entirely on my Eidolon for all my healing to keep me alive in battle, in the boss fights and stuff. And if I were to get a DPS Eidolon, I would have to change my playstyle entirely just so I could have that Eidolon. And I'm not sure I want to do that. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see if I end up getting another Eidolon ever, because like even now after I have Harmonia, I went back to using Shirayuki because she's so good at healing. Even though I have a healing spell myself, but her healing spell is much better than mine. when I use the healing spell, then it's like, hey, you get like 500 HP every second over like 20 seconds or something. But when she uses her healing spell, then it like heals half my health bar in one go. And then it like heals progressively equally as much for the next 10 seconds. And so like she casts it, it heals half my health bar, and then wait 2 seconds and my health is at max again. Like, there's no point in me using a healing spell at that point when hers is so good. So, yeah. Aura Kingdom, how do I level up my healing spell to be that good? I would like to know. Could have plan B? Yeah, that's true. I don't know what my plan B is. I should figure that out. I remember when they transferred the servers, I thought about if I was gonna stream Aura Kingdom, even just for one stream to see how it goes. And then I realized then people could join the game and play together while I was streaming. And that caused me to be very nervous. So I was like, yeah, you know, maybe not. Reasons I also don't play co-op in Genshin that much. I'm not sure what I want to do for detailing here. That's pretty cute. I just think it looks like it's a little bit empty. Serves no functional purpose, but it is cute, so it shall stay. I kind of wanted to try drawing like dress pants-esque something for this. But I never, I always go for skirts and dresses. Never wear pants. It's like leggings, sure. But okay, hold up. I need to give it a try at least. Even though if I were to make this in real life, I probably would wear it with a skirt. trying to move this space. I think it would have to be like this wraps around anyway. I think it would have to be like a coat or something like this if I was gonna be comfortable. Yeah, I think so. The other half too, that's a bit too wide. Hold up. Let's undo that real quick. Does actually make sense though. Like if you were to unfold this entire coat, then it would, like this is the top of it, then it would go like this and get like longer and longer. It makes sense. This would be very impractical. I guess none of these would be particularly practical, but I'm just thinking of like reaching over a table in these sleeves, like you would just be like dragging them all over the table. But yeah. Then again, I already already have some very impractical sleeves in my closet. I am not about practicality when it comes to fashion. This might just be a me thing, but like when I wear quote-unquote normal like modern clothes that are just basic, I don't feel like me, you know? Like I went with my dad to his work at one point this week to help out because they didn't have enough people, and like I had to wear like jeans and a t-shirt and a hoodie, and because it had to be practical so that I could actually help out with the like, because they had to be moving a bunch of stuff, so it needed to be clothes that work for physical labor, and like I was not happy about those clothes that day. I was just thinking about it, like there's nothing that I choose to wear that is practical. If it's the most fantasy out there clothing you can think of that is also very modest, that's what I wear. I don't know. Might have to do something. What else was this dress? And for this dress, you'll add a wand or something like that? I don't know. Was it giving you like wizardy, witchy vibes? I wasn't planning on it, but I don't know. Do need the wings for this one. Shall be tiny wings. I just have more trouble drawing the small wings than I do the big ones for some reason. Little, yeah. Got the magic vibes. Like Magic Academy vibes, because that I can totally understand. It does look kind of uniformy. I think it'll be more up for a book though. If we were if we were gonna add some kind of magic catalyst to this outfit, it would probably be book centered rather than a wand. We add like a giant tome here. I want to make one of these like epic looking fantasy books at some point too. I started learning how to bookbind a couple years ago. And I am still very much an amateur. I haven't found a book in maybe like 2-3 years. But I started working on I finished one and I started working on a second one, and I really like them so far. I should finish that second one. Because if I can paint it correctly, then maybe it'll end up looking about half as epic. Maybe a little less. Maybe like 1/3 as epic as the books that the Nerd Forge makes. You don't know, by the way, they're epic. Like crafts people. There are a couple from Norway that do epic craft projects and like dioramas and bookbinding and cosplay and dress up props. They're very epic. Would recommend. They're actually the reason that I found out that binding books was a thing that I could choose to want to learn to do. Very cool. Can you tell I like ruffles, by the way? I've added so many of them by now. There's ruffles everywhere. It's just what we do here, apparently. Okay, now I gotta figure out these shoes. I kind of want to do like heeled tall boots. Kind of. I really want to get a chance to wear. There were some boots I bought last summer. It was kind of too late to wear them. by the time I had the chance, because they're really, really high-heeled. There are higher heels out there in the world, but I'm not that used to wearing heels. And as soon as it starts snowing, they have to like put gravel all over the roads, and it gets really hard to walk in them. So it was a little too late when I actually could wear them, but they're so cool. And I want to get the chance to wear them this year. I need to find a good chance. Like high-heeled and like all the way up here with ruffles and lace, like that. Kind of. We're not gonna do this design that way. I just wanted to draw like kind of what they look like, but they're so cool. Those are the kinds of things that are like, ah yes, this is the reason that I go to thrift stores. Because you never know what you're gonna find. You could find a basic t-shirt, or you could find a full-on Lolita outfit. Depending on where you go and what you're looking for. I'll do like a little bit of heel. We won't go full high heel style, because like it reminds me of thinking about that reminds me of Jean and Eula's shoes from Genshin, and they are straight up running in high-heeled boots. And I don't understand. Like in Eula's case, sure, she dances, and there are people who dance in high heels. And because they've like practiced a lot and done like choreography and stuff. But like all the other characters that do that too, like Jean and Noelle, Ningguang, like, excuse me, Ningguang, how do you run on uneven terrain and like do combat in actual high heels like this? I don't understand. Like that takes some skill. The logic in game, yeah. Tibet has its own laws, be like, ah yes, everyone can run in high heels. This is just how the world operates. How many other good examples of that? I think Beta was also a good example. I haven't looked at her shoes in a while, but I think her shoes are also like that, like really high heeled. And those boots go like all the way up her thighs. Like how in the world do you sail the seas and do combat in those? I just, it's such a skill. Tibet probably saw the fashion of that and was like, ah yes, people want to wear ridiculous shoes for literally everything. Okay, we will change the laws of gravity so they can wear heels wherever they want. So good. They're not too bad. Reminding me of someone else's shoes right now. What does... Is it Bronia? Is that who I'm thinking of? Because I know she also has like really tall boots. No, it's not. I'm thinking of someone else. Um, Someone has boots like this, uh, except they're like up here and go like this. I think it's someone in Genshin. I remember who it is right now. Actually, I think that's it. Like I was gonna say that's gonna be too inconvenient. I think we've already reached the peak of how inconvenient an outfit can be. But adding extra things that flutter when like that flutter or make sounds when you walk. Not too loud sounds though, because that drags attention, and that's not what I want. But like I don't know, things that like outfits that have movement when you move. So like long sleeves and ribbons everywhere, and like they're just so satisfying to watch. Does that make any sense? Because that's just how I feel about it. Like clothing that like swooshes with you as you move. It's beautiful. That's what it is. That's what the imbalance was. I cut the ribbons at the wrong angle. There we go. Not too bad. I actually really want that jacket now. Like that's so cool. Oh yeah, I saw that same person who I saw doing outfit designs yesterday, Kira. Man, I really need to look up what their actual username was. Hold up. Prickly Alpaca on YouTube. That's what it was. Yeah, I saw them ranting about like short jackets, because they were a thing in historical fashion. Like that, sorry, I'm stumbling all over my words, but jackets that ended like right at your waistline or a little bit higher, and people used to wear those in historical fashion. And now people just don't anymore, and they were designing a bunch of cool crop jackets. This gives me vibes of that, and I'm like, I want those too. Those look so cool. we need to make more cool crop jackets. Because they were talking about like how if you're someone who likes to wear outfits that accentuate your waist, then most modern jackets are just gonna like cover up your entire outfit. And I totally agree with that. It's it feels kind of disheartening, if that makes any sense. Like you put a bunch of effort into making an outfit that you're happy with, and then it just happens to be cold enough outside that you have to put a jacket over it all, and then you can't see any of the cute outfit that you put on. this would solve part of that problem. And I think that would be cool. I realize I'm ranting a lot about clothing, but I guess that's what this entire stream is about. Can you tell I tried to get into a costume design university college thingy? I sadly did not get in, but I did try. Yeah. I did try at least. Maybe I'll have the chance to send an application again next year, see if anything's changed, but for now, that's how it is. Like that part. Never mind. I feel like the boots are still really empty. That might just be me thinking in the way that you would accessorize a Lolita outfit, though. You find what anime characters Kokirun Kingdom? I have not. I let go of that idea after that stream, to be completely honest. It would be cool, but I think it's not a priority. Makes sense. Sorry. I just realized. I imagine these white lines as chains, but I just realized they would be so loud. Every time you take a step, it sounds like you're walking in full chainmail armor. Oh, that'd be something. Something you don't think about too often, but like on cowboy boots, wouldn't those have been really loud too, since they had metal parts on them? I don't know how much those moved just regularly when you're walking or something. No problem. Thank you. Sorry, this kind of happens a lot. I'll just like, there'll be a ton of ideas out there, and I'll say that I want to draw a bunch of them, and it's true, in that moment I really do, because like they'd be fun ideas. But I just have too many ideas. It's not it's not possible for me to do all of them, sadly. So the ones that I find most joy in end up taking pride Make a top with what you want to do now and what you want to do later. Like do a list. I could do that. I already have a list of like priority projects that I need to get done. But that list is kind of long already. I think like things like the cookie run stuff is they wouldn't end up on the priority list. They would end up on like the fun ideas list that I'll do if I have time, kind of. Even if I did make like a bunch of lists like that, but I know that even if I ended up doing a bunch of lists like that, that a lot of the projects probably wouldn't end up getting done because eventually it'll start to feel like work. Which means that even less things will get done. So, yeah. Sorry if it sounds like I'm making up excuses. I just know myself too well. It would not work. It's kind of why I mention a lot of ideas that I have, that I think would be fun. But I feel like maybe I need a disclaimer of like a large majority of the ideas I have, even if I write them down, or like think like, oh, I'll do that in the future, or even if I start a project, there's a very, very big chance that it will not get like started or finished, or yeah. It's mostly just brainstorming fun ideas, and then most things will end up not being made. Exactly know what you mean, kind of been there too. Yeah. I bet it happens for a lot of people. There's also a thing of like, when you mention it out loud in front of people, then there is a chance that there will be an expectation that you're gonna do that thing you're talking about. So, yeah. Also, welcome back, Mystic. Welcome back. It's like, oh, I just thought of it's a good analogy, but it's a silly source. It's like what Mr. Hippo says in FNAF Ultimate Custom Night about storytelling. I don't remember what the exact quote is, but it's something along the lines of like, if you're talking to a friend, then there's no expectation of a story having like a point. But if you're announcing that you're telling a story to someone, then expectations of what that story is gonna be is created because you say, "Oh, I'm telling a story now." I guess it's kind of the same thing. It's slightly different, but I feel like the analogy still fits. I don't know why, but like a lot of Mr. Hippo's dialogue from Ultimate Custom Night just stuck in my head. It's like, he's really philosophical in that game, and I am here for it. I kind of want them to give him a bigger role in future games. Like, I want to know more about Mr. Hippo. He was featured in the Security Breach ending. He gives me the same kind of vibes that... Sorry, no, I just drifted off on a different topic. But he gives me the same kind of vibes as Music Man, where it's like, because Music Man ended up being like a huge character in Security Breach, and Mr. Hippo was like featured in one of the epilogue scenes to one of the endings, but he had like no role, none of the musical melody, is that what they're called? Musical melody animatronics in Pizza Simulator FNAF 6, and none of them had like any personality or any particular role, but in Ultimate Custom Night they did, and Music Man was in Ultimate Custom Night too, and I'm like, there's more to Mr. Hippo than meets the eye. I can feel it. Someone give him the chance to tell his backstory. That might just be a silly me thing, but like I actually want to hear it. His monologues after his jump scare in Ultimate Custom Night is like one of my favorite things about Ultimate Custom Night. And there's a lot of strange things in that game. Sorry, I don't know if anyone here is actually interested in FNAF. Sometimes you just end up on the FNAF hot train. It happens. You remember the edit music video with MatPet? Music Man? Yeah, I remember that. Music Man! I cannot do a MatPet voice. I will not even try, but I remember that song, it was really good. I think it was cool they got the, like, mixer person, like the person who made that song, they got their permission to use that as the intro in one of the FNAF episodes. It was so good. Music Man is still such a vibe. I feel like a big reason that he's so popular is because of Matt Pet's reaction to his presence in the trailer, and I'm so glad that ended up happening, because now Music Man has his own, like, his own section of the fandom. Like, it's so good. Hello, Ibuki! Welcome to the stream! How are you doing today? You're doing costume design and talking about random stuff, or talking about FNAF right now. But yeah, I'm glad Music Man got the attention he deserves. The fan headcanons too about the mini Music Mans, like, that's really good too. It's just someone, I forget, I think it was just the fandom, maybe it was just the fandom, like, collectively decided that this was an EU or like a headcanon, but that, like, that all the mini Music Man, like, I'm not sure. I always thought there were many of them, but now that I think about it, maybe there is just one. He's just really good at finding the different, like, air ventilation shouts. But yes, somewhere along the fandom's, like, traversal of the Security Breach, someone decided that mini Music Man treats actual Music Man like a parental figure, and it's the cutest thing. Like, it's just, yeah. I'm good. My life show slowly but surely. I take everything one step at a time. Sounds like a plan. But I am doing alright, thank you. I wanted to make fancy clothing. But I've been sewing all weekend, and the sewing requires materials and planning. So now we're just here drawing cool outfits that I maybe can make one day. I'm like, yeah, I want to wear these things. They look cool. Before the end of the stream, can you put the music video with my pent Music Man? I think I would get copyrights, like, claimed for that. I can maybe play a really, like, a short bit of the audio. If you want before the end of the stream, but it would have to be a really short bit. Cause, I don't know, it's an easy search on YouTube and I do not have the rights to distribute or like re-share that song in any way. I feel like I should add to that though. I don't earn anything off my streams or YouTube videos, but it's just if it is copyright claimed, then there will be ads on the VOD. Which if there's no copyright claim, there will be no ads at all. And even if it is copyright claimed, like anything of mine, because I know they're like the animations that I do to music, they always end up copyright claimed, so they end up having ads on them, and it all goes to the creator of the music, which it's a good thing. But I'd rather there be not ads on the VOD, because I can't control where they go or how often they happen, or like I don't even know myself where they end up. Yeah. So I try to, like, even if it wouldn't impact me in any way to have any ads on the VODs, I try to avoid copyright claims, at least on the VOD, like stream VODs, when the animation isn't relying on the music, so that anyone watching the VOD doesn't have to deal with ads. Well, this is where we're at right now. I think I want to section these differently. There we go. Now I can just move every bit easier. I don't know. Stretch. Yeah, I think I might call it here. I've been going for 2 hours. I'll post a thing about this on the community tab after stream, but there will not be a stream on Wednesday or Friday this week, sadly. Just a lot of IRL life stuff is coming up around this time. I'm not sure how it's gonna be next week either, but hopefully I should be able to stream on Monday. I will have to cancel the Wednesday and Friday stream, so I'll probably post next weekend when I know about next week. Sorry, it's a bit busy right now with everything, so I'll try and figure it out, because I do want to keep streaming. Yeah, I might have to tone down on the schedule eventually if this keeps up. But yeah, I'll post something next weekend about next week. I'll know beforehand. Yeah. A good streams, a good rest. Yeah, thank you so much. Everyone, really thank you everyone for in the stream, for watching and hanging out and listening to me rant about random stuff. Also for yeah, this was a very self-indulgent stream. But I enjoyed it, so I hope it was okay. Yeah, I hope y'all have a really good rest of your day or night, and anyone heading to sleep. Sleep music, man. Okay. I'll play a tiny bit of it. I don't remember how it starts. Okay. Oh, of course I get an ad. Of course. By the way, this is fitting. I got a McDonald's ad. They're using the sound of Freddy from FNAF 1 in the McDonald's ad, and every time I hear it, it just goes dun 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 dun. Don't put the emojis and music at fun. Okay, we'll skip it then. But yeah, thank you. Bye. Yeah, bye. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Sorry, I already said my outro thingies. Yeah, I'll post next weekend about updates, and I'll hopefully see you then. I hope y'all have a really good rest of your week. My gosh, that feels weird to say. Man, thanks for today's stream. Don't push it. Bye. Thank you. And everyone have a good week and a good rest of your day or night. And if anyone's heading to sleep, then I hope you have a wonderful sleep. Well, thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye!